Console sales are apparently dying. This isn't too surprising, anyways, because of course it peaked in 2008 because the Wii U failed. I think consoles are dying because it's just gaming. I think gaming outside of PC gaming and Nintendo Switch, gaming is kind of dying. Look at the PS5 games. Okay, how many games have been released for PS5 that are not third-party titles or not anime swap or Weeb swap? Okay, God of War. Oh, also on PS4. Spider-Man 2, the first true exclusive. Um, you have Stellar Blade that zero people bought. You can see that if you go to the store, the games really like sit down store shelves. Oh yeah, so much for people buying a game because a character has a big boob and big ass. Sorry, that's only people don't buy a game for because the character has big boobs. I'm very sorry that people really thought the game would sell 10 million copies or so, and that we're catering towards what the fans want. Okay, most people don't give a crap about that. And Xbox, of course, the Series X is Xbox's least successful console since the original Xbox. Okay, and PS5 is massively slowing down on sales because there's only so many copies, and then that Sniper Wolf, Dream, and Mr. Beast can sell to children. So yeah, there's only so many copies, PS5 celebrities can get children to buy. Okay, because a lot of people don't give a crap about what celebrities think. Okay, and the problem with the PS5 is a lack of games. Okay, I think people are starting to catch on that the PS5 isn't so great. Besides celebrities, they'll keep selling you PS5s. Don't worry. But the Switch, Nintendo is starting to be normalized again in culture amongst celebrities. It isn't too surprising, as Nintendo, as much as we hate, a lot of people in this town hate celebrities, a lot of kids do actually look up to a lot of these celebrities, where they see, oh yeah, Nintendo's in this song. Nintendo is being advertised by my favorite music artist or my favorite YouTuber. And they'll say, oh, I'm going to bet this. It's the same thing with why the PS5 has been so successful. Okay, celebrities can push a console super hard and people will buy it. Okay, the PS5 has been pushed as the standard for gaming consoles. If you buy an Xbox or a Switch, or how God forbid you play on PC. Okay, PC of course is still more niche than PS5, but I'm talking about those consoles here, not PC. PC, a lot of streamers, of course, promote you play on PC. That's besides non-console gaming. I think is probably the most popular form of gaming now. People will like say no, it isn't, but it really is. And yeah, I think PC gaming has become more popular than console gaming. It is just a matter of fact. People would rather play on PC than console, and console sales are dying. Okay, it says older gamers are buying it, so it's not even younger gamers. Because I used to think, oh yeah, little Timmy wants to buy PS5 because Sniper Wolf said PS5 is greatest console, or they saw a song about PS5. But I think even like younger gamers, they don't really care much about the PS5, okay, all too much, okay? I think the only console that's been successful amongst all ages is the Switch. I think that's the only truly successful console, which, given by how many copies the console has sold globally, people of all ages own a Nintendo Switch. Nintendo is being normalized again in society. As much to these people's dismay, okay? As much as these people's, grunts and, hatred of Nintendo. It seems that Nintendo continues to do very well, amongst people. Nintendo still remains very popular in the global market. The PS5 is starting to massively slow down. And that's mostly due to a lack of games that people actually want to buy. There's no, remember the PS4 had The Last of Us ported, which was a major game released at the end of the PS3 lifespan. It was specifically put at the beginning of the PS4 lifespan, so it makes people buy the PS4 because, hey, you have this cutting-edge game that was released at the end of the last console's life cycle. How about people who have never played The Last of Us before? Oh, you play on the PS4 now. Uncharted 5 is coming pretty soon. You got God of War, you got Horizon. But what does the PS5 have? Some of these major games like Miles Morales, Horizon, and God of War are also on the PS4. The reason why the PS4 was still, I think, more successful than the PS5 is because Sony didn't said, you know what, we'll abandon the PS3 right away and focus all on the PS4. So Sony made that mistake. So a lot of PlayStation fans probably didn't want to move on to the new console until Spider-Man came out, which is why you saw an increase in PS5 sales, simply because PS5 finally has a game dedicated to its console. Okay, and the same thing can be said of Xbox. What is the point of playing a console when you can play the same games on your computer? Okay, I have an Xbox console. I haven't used it in a while. The last games I played, well, I think when I got a new computer. So guess what? I played games on the computer. That was the last games I played. But it seems that consoles, apparently, the PC fans are winning at the very end. Because just remember, just like in the 1985 gaming crash, PC gaming was actually not affected. The gaming crash really affected the console gaming sphere, not PC gaming. PC gaming was not affected at all, and it was mostly a very niche market. But console gaming was basically dying. And I bet if Nintendo never revived console gaming, video games would have been elitist hobby for people who played on PCs and computers. That's what have been video gaming. Would have been just, nerdy thing that people who own computers used, because gaming was seen as a toy back in the 80s. Okay, I wasn't alive during the 80s, but that's what I heard, that video games were seen as toys and like Atari and stuff. But for example, PC was mostly for niche people. Again, very few people played on PC, but PC gaming did not die, unlike console gaming. Okay, Nintendo had to save console gaming from its death, but PC gaming was still very popular and even just continued to grow in popularity to the point where PC gaming more likely very soon overtake console gaming in its space. And really, that generation of gaming, the PS3, Xbox 360, and PS3 were all three console makers at their best. Okay, you can say Nintendo, the Switch was that Nintendo at their best, or the GameCube, but that era of Nintendo, that era of console gaming, were the console makers at the best. And there was no failed consoles. Next generation already had PlayStation failing with the PS Vita, and Wii U, of course, failing as well. And now even have Xbox failing with the Xbox Series X and S. So it seems that this is a trend that is continuing. And also with the massive decline in the PS5's popularity as well, this is not a good look for console gaming, 100%. Goodbye.